So as you can see, this video looks awfully different. And I'm trying a new layout, a new way of recording. That way, the videos are more engaging and the videos are just better. I've left room around the album cover because as I talk, I will put other things, around. You know what I'm saying? If you ever catch me looking not directly at the camera, it's because I'm not used to looking directly at the camera. So, I'm not used to that. And if you catch me not looking at it, I'm sorry. I will get better at this, I promise. I've already had to get a little bit better at it because I just recorded a whole 10-minute review and not a lick of it is usable because of the audio. I think I have it fixed. I know it doesn't sound that good. I'm gonna look into getting into a mic. I'm gonna look into trying this one out, but I didn't really know how to work it, and I'm not necessarily in a plethora of time. So just gotta do what I gotta do right now. Okay, so Everything is a Lot. It's now by Wale that dropped last year in what month was it? Oh god, I can't find it. What month was it? November. Right before Thanksgiving. Or not right before, a couple weeks before. Um, I've never listened to a full blast Wale project. He has a song with Gunna that I like a lot, that I've heard a lot, and he has a song with Rihanna called Bad that I think about everybody's heard. Hip hop classic. I know Wale is a very highly respected. Sorry, I've got mouth sores, so like if I lisp or if like I don't talk right, it's because they fucking hurt. Um, but Wale is a very respected rapper. He's a very respected name in hip hop. He's never really been the biggest, but a lot of people respect him because of consistency and talent. What I've heard of Wale, he is a very talented artist. You can't take that away from the guy. This is the first project that I've ever listened to by Wale from start to finish, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I really liked it. Everything is a lot is great. Um, a lot of the lyrical subject matter of this album is kind of that saying, everything is a lot. There's a lot going on, a lot of stress. I think Wale is doing a great job at showcasing his emotion without making it sound corny, without making it sound silly. The whole album is very well written. There's a lot of very well written lines and storytelling parts. Just a lot of really good here. There's not much bad I can say about this album. Um, Even down to the cover, I think that very well shows the image and the actual the idea of what we're trying to make. What sound is trying to be shown off, if that makes sense. Like I said, a lot to love here. 18 songs is just under an hour. Not too bad for a Wale project. There's some features to kind of break up the monotony of hearing one person for 18 songs in a row, and all of them do a really good job. I love the song Watching Us with Leon Thomas. The one with Ty Dolla $ign is also pretty good. What is the song today, or what's it called? Tomorrow Today with KLP is another good one. I like KLP on that track. Nino Pate is the one on is the other rapper on Survive. I like him on there too. And even though I don't like the current trajectory of Shabuzi's music, I do like Shabuzi on Lonely as well. I think that's a pretty solid outro as well. I think the intro, Conundrum, is also very solid. Belly is another great song. So is Where to Start, which I know that's the first three songs on the album. I want to normalize songs having intros, like separate ones, like a Michael Fredo intro and then the Michael Fredo. When I listen to Michael Fredo, I usually cue up the intro before the actual song too because I like it. I think that's cool. I think that's different. You don't really see that too awful or too often. Um, Production is great the whole way through. Pontiac's is on Mira on a Benz. Sorry, that and again, that's a really good song. I like that one. Another one of my favorites, and the production is that's probably the best produced song on here, off the top of my head, of course. Um, just a lot to love here. A lot of great melodies, a lot of great lyrics, a lot of great flows. Wale is so good at flowing. Um, I don't know if this is his best project in terms of compared to the rest of them because I haven't heard the rest of them. But if this isn't his best one, I'd love to hear the other ones in terms of flow, in terms of melodies, in terms of everything. Um, it's very calm. It's very chilling. Not chilling as in like chill. It's a very chill album. Not a lot of like hype songs, or at least not what I would call hype songs, which I think is a good thing. It's a very calm, gentle listen, almost a very passionate listen. very loving. I love rappers who rap about love in unique ways. I think Wale does that, or maybe not even necessarily unique, but in a good, just in a good manner that I like to listen to. I do think this album lacks replayability for me because I'm not always in the mood for it, or like this type of sound that's being pushed, this type of music, which is not necessarily a hard pressing bad thing. It's more of just like a me thing. I'm not always in the mood to replay it, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. That type of sentiment can push to everything in life. Just because something's amazing doesn't mean you need to dabble in it all the time. I bet getting drunk is getting nice, or blah, getting drunk is nice, but you don't want to do it all the time. You know what I mean? What's some more of my notes here? Anything that I'm forgetting or missing? This album definitely makes me want to listen to more Wale. Definitely makes me want to listen to more Wale. I can definitely see a lot of what is well respected here. The consistency, the ability to make every song sound different, even though you're just one guy, and you're not necessarily like. Obviously, he's talented, but it's not like he makes multiple different genres on here, or at least maybe he does dabble in different genres, and I just ain't heard it yet because I have not. The most popular thing that I know Wale for is again the song with Riri and the song with Waka Flocka Flame, No Hands. I love his verse on there. God, him and Roscoe Dash, what a top! That was so long ago. Wale is not really a rapper that's like, I don't want to say he's before my time because that makes it sound like he's before I was alive. Even though I think he was making music before I was alive. He's more so just like when he was most popular is when I was younger and not really knowing anything about music, just what my parents or what my family members would play. That's back when I really liked Tyga too. I think was when he was at his most popular. So if that goes to show you anything, and I don't really like Tyga anymore. Just to kind of show you how my envisioning on music has changed. But like I said, everything is a lot. There's a lot to love. Everything you can like on this project. There's a couple songs where things do slow down, like Power and Problems or maybe YSF, but like not enough to where I really notice it or think about it. That's more of just like a nitpick, just a little nitpicks here and there. Big Head might not be one of my favorites, or if I'm thinking of the right song, Fly Away maybe. But then again, I like Corner Bottles, I like City on Fire, Like I Survive, like I said, is a big one, and so is Lonely. Um, just a lot to love here. Everything, a lot. You've got everything, a lot to love. With this, and I don't know if I've told you at the beginning, but you've definitely noticed it by now. There's been pop ups up here. If I had to rank this album, I would probably give it an 8 out of 10. I really think I would. I don't really know how that ranks in with albums I've done, or if that's consistent with what I've been doing. One of these days I'd like to do it on like a stream or something. Which, by the way, I have a Twitch link in the description. I've started streaming. At least I should have the link in the description. It might not be there. I might have to re-put it. But I'm giving this 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10. Sorry, I'm tired and I can't really talk good, but there's a lot to love here. I'm definitely going to go and check out some older Wale music, and I think a lot of people should listen to this album. I think a lot of people could maybe learn how to deal with stress on here. Maybe not learn, but like maybe hear just how another person does it, how to go about your day, how to kind of calm yourself down, or at least hear another person's problems with that. Definitely a lot of out of the last few hip hop albums I've reviewed over the past few days. Definitely my favorite one, um, so far. Anyway, I don't know which ones are up next yet, so I can't really tell you how if that'll change. But this was definitely my favorite, and probably the most objectively good, probably objectively the best one. But yeah, I love this project. Lots of love here.